Hey guys, Crewman here. So if you guys watched my last video, and if you didn't, please like and sub to the channel and check this video out because it ties directly into this one. But as you guys can see here, I had to shut down some of my farm because with crypto prices down the way they were, I wasn't able to float my entire power bill or even half of my power bill because I'd have to sell too much of my crypto to cover, the half I promised my wife I would cover. And it would mean dumping way more crypto than I would have liked. And my wife is not happy with the fact that I have basically not really contributed anything to the power bill the last few months. So we talked, and I made the decision to shut off about half my farm and see where I stood after that. So here are the numbers 1 week later, and let's see if I can stay powered on. So you can see my power bill. Now, one thing I do want to explain with my power bill is I only pay a kilowatt hour rate on the distribution. The delivery is a fixed fee, which is where it gets complicated for me to turn off. Because basically, if I didn't have a fixed fee and it was kind of just, like a typical power bill, I would just shut my whole farm off minus maybe a rig or two to keep my shed temperature controlled and just wait till prices got better. Well, because it's not, the way it works is the less power that I use, my delivery rate will still be the same. So theoretically, the higher my kilowatt hour rate will be. Now, if I were to shut off my whole farm, which is one thing that I was considering, I would be losing about $350 to about $375 a month, depending on how the rest of my, how much power the rest of my house used. Because the numbers you see right here are literally only my crypto mining software or crypto mining gear. It doesn't count for the rest of the house. So you can see that, before I shut off, my bill was about $1,637 a month with, the power I was using. And you can see basically what I was mining per day. And obviously these numbers are about, probably a week and a half old now. But this was at the time I made the decision to start powering down. You can see that I was only making $31 a day, and that was including the $10 of Caspa. So theoretically, if I counted the Caspa, then I was only losing $6 a day. But I don't want to sell my Caspa right now, as I would rather hold on to it, as I think the price is going to go higher. Not financial advice, but like I said, I was losing $15 or about $16 a day. And, if you do the math, that's about $480 a month. And this is all the crypto I was mining was nothing that I really wanted to sell, minus the $1.45 of Dynex I was mining. So that was an untenable situation, basically. So like I said, I shut down half my farm. And as I told you guys, I wanted to mine, I wanted to shut down half my farm and then mine something that I believed in or that had good yield anyway. So I decided on I decided on Ironfish, Conflux, and Zill for the majority of my farm. And I use super power efficient settings. So here you can see the updated rate. I got my bill down to about $1,188 a month. Now my kilowatt hours went up to about 12 per kilowatt hour, went up to about 12 cents, which is not good, but I was okay with it. And like I said, I'm still gonna have to pay a little bit out of pocket no matter what I do. So I'm not totally paying attention to the per kilowatt hour rate due to the unique circumstances of my bill. And you can see there though that it came down to about $1,188 a month. Now, if we look at what I was mining, we go on, as you can see right here, I was making, including the Caspa, I was making $20 or $28.81 a day mining Caspa Ironfish. I had a little bit of Ergo and a little bit of Radiant still on my 40 series rig, which I didn't switch over to anything else. And, a tiny bit of Dynex. But that $28.81 a day was counting on me selling my Caspa, which again, I did not want to do. And if I didn't want to sell my Caspa, I was still losing $12.19 a day, as I was able to get my operating costs down to about $31 a day after hosting. So that was kind of a no-go. So about 2 days ago, or let's say about a day and a half ago, I kind of realized that we are in another untenable situation. So I have to shut more down. So I had a conversation with my wife, and I was like, I'm probably going to shut everything down. And then, and I hate to say this because, again, I don't believe in Dynex, but I looked at the price of Dynex, and it was pumping through the roof. So I figured, you know what? Maybe I put everything except for 1 or 2 rigs that I actually want to keep profit on, or I'm sorry, I want to keep the coins because I was going to have to keep 1 or 2 rigs on in the shed anyway, just to keep the temperature at a stable place and to make sure that nothing happens to my machines, like there's no humidity problems or anything. So I decided to keep all of those machines on and switch
Alright guys, so
to Dynex.
Here's the shed after the changes. The big thing, I basically dismantled this. I'm probably just going to unplug all the PSUs and clean this up. I think I want to eventually put all like my single GPUs on this as like a GPU tester, a true tester rig, for just the ones I want to keep. So that'll be a project for another day. 12 3070s, they're on Dynex. The 3060s are on Dynex. I'm actually turning on 3060 rigs, turning off 3070s because 3060 Ti's are actually more efficient. I'm sorry, these are 3060 Ti's. Turn that one on, shut that one off. This is a mixed rig, kept it on. The 3070s, or the 3080 rig is off, obviously. Turn the 3060 Ti rig back on. Turn the 3070 rig off. This rig isn't cooperating, I'm tired and I don't feel like messing with it. So I will get to this another day, but I'm going to get this on, which will make me turn this one off probably, but that's on, and that one's on. BC160s are on. Now these two are still mining, these two 3070 rigs are still mining Conflux and Ironfish. I'm going to keep these, I'm going to keep these coins. This one is off. So basically, the thought process was, as I've already said, I'm going to sell everything I mine on Dynex daily to hopefully cover my losses and basically break even and not lose money and still keep the coins from those 2 rigs, as I was going to leave those on anyway to be temperature control in this shed. So we're going to try this for about 48 hours and then we're going to see where we stand. So I'll have a video update for you guys on 48 hours for this. And let's go check out my testing area in the garage to see what I'm mining on there. So like I said, I just want to reiterate, everything in here is on Dynex with the exception of those 2 rigs. Alright guys, we're in the garage. This CPU bench is off. Nothing's testing in here. 3 KS0s are still mining away at Caspa. And right now, the 40 series rig is on Ergo, Radiant, and Zill. I'm probably actually going to move this to Radiant, Ironfish, and Zill, as I want to get a bigger Ironfish bag, and I don't really have a desire to get much more Ergo. So I'll probably do that, I don't know, sometime soon, maybe in the next 24 hours or so. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what I am doing, where I'm at with the farm.
And you can see the difference. I actually ended up turning another rig on and saved some power in the process because Dynex does not use a lot of power at all. You know, my kilowatt hour rate jumped again, but my total farm usage, my bill went to about $1,161. So then I started, I waited 24 hours to see what the profit of Dynex would look like. And if you look, it cost me $30 to power on the farm, is my operating cost after my hosting fee. And if you look at what I'm making, I'm actually theoretically profitable if you count my Caspa right now. But if you don't count my Caspa, which is not something I wanted to do, I'm at about $24.50 for the month. So I will keep my Conflux and my iron, and doing so, I'll lose about $8 a day, which means I'll only lose about $240 a month versus the $350 to almost $400. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with that, as I can keep some of my mining. I can keep some of the stuff I wanted to mine, and I can keep my friend hosting because if I shut off, he was going to shut off. So I'm able to help him out, and I'm able to make a tiny little bit off hosting, which I can also use to help offset my bill. So you figure, I get about $60 a month-ish from hosting him. So, it'll take me down to about $190, losing about $180, $190, which I'm honestly okay with. And if Dynex keeps this trend up, I might actually power on more of my farm and point it all towards Dynex, and maybe I can lower my rate even more and maybe the numbers will look, better in my favor. If I get lucky and say 1.0 miner finally enables ZIL, I can mine some ZIL and I can have some more revenue right there. So while I'm not in the best situation, guys, I think I've stabilized, and I'm honestly okay with the way everything is going right now. I got to take this day by day. But being able to mine a little bit of what I want to keep is better than having to totally shut off. And again, like I said, I'm only really going crazy and jumping through these hoops because I have no choice. Otherwise, like I said, I would have shut off most of my farm. And my power bill is pretty good. And it's something that I might lose if I get rid of it. And I'm afraid to get rid of it. So here I am. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more crypto mining and tech content. I will keep you guys posted. I'll probably do a video, I don't know, at least once a week, maybe every few days, unless there's a big change. But if you don't see a video for another week, then maybe I've stabilized. If you see one sooner, then there might have been a problem. So hopefully Dynex keeps going up and keeps holding my farm. Anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Croup Man out.